Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. Then on Monday, they'll continue the road trip heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. And for Miami, we've got Brown. Grant Williams is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Doncic, and it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Wide, a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 5. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Brown feeling it out a bit. No good with the triple. Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Now here's White, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Outside, Antetokounmpo, going inside, drops in the layup for 2.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Grimes. Doncic passes to Grimes. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Gobert against Adebayo. Pass to White. The Pistons working the ball around now. Screen by Giannis. And it's White missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Williams. Off target with the jump hook. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. White with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Second, Luka Doncic.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Grimes. And here is Brown. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Outside, White. Now here's Giannis. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got 7. Brown outside. Outside Williams. And here is Brown. The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by Giannis. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, White setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Pass to White. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Here's White after the Heat pick up 2. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good from outside. And so Doncic will bring it up for Miami, trailing by 2. Adebayo against Gobert. Williams a screen on Gobert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're just so strong. Bam. He's just so tough to stop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. Now at the line, Bam.
And that one misses. Here on opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
For the Pistons, number 23. Shoot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
All right, Heat fans, get out and show some love for your Heat squad.
Let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White, how he performed last season. Put up about 9 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now, here's Doncic, still without a basket. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Brown. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. With the floater. Rebound by the Pistons. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Over Adebayo. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Well, the strength of Gobert allows him to finish through contact better than most guys.
Doncic kicks to Adebayo. Brown outside. Pass to Adebayo. No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The quick look, no good that time. The Heat trail by 6, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Luka Doncic. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, Jaylen Brown. 1.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Miami with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Miami no good on that time either.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Back to Giannis. Giannis is double. Giannis' screen on George. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every aspect of Giannis' game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Doncic outside. Gafford sets the pick for Doncic. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Wells with the steal. By himself. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's It's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
George with the bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Ivasic. Now here's Simons. T right on him. Makes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 6. And Miami shooting 42% to begin this game. It's all about Antetokounmpo. He's all alone. The finish. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Well, this is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished.
Here's Kolek, covered by Simons. Pass to Allen, beyond the arc. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The 11-footer, rebounded by Gafford. And so George will bring it up for the Heat. 8-point game. High post shot, and he hits the jump shot. George has got 5.
And got to be confident in that mid-range, and Paul George certainly is.
Pass to Simons. Can't hit from in close. Wells kicks to George. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 6. George looking over the floor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. And he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fires from 14. The shot's good from Simons. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
George with the bounce pass. And Gafford throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Count that bucket. And the Pistons lead by 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Wells sets the pick for George. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for him.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Beasley for 3. It's good from long range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
George with the ball. Fires for 3. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pistons on top, up 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Doncic. On the court for the Pistons. Brown outside. Adebayo with a screen for Brown. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Beasley the pass to Simons. Back to Beasley. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, you have to love Bam's mentality. Always looking for ways to disrupt things defensively.
And that one, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Simons following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Simons against Doncic. This one for three, and another three for Detroit.
Well, you can't give Simons a look from three. He's a knockdown guy.
Outside, George. Doncic kicks to Brown. Adebayo with a screen for Brown to the paint. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Adebayo.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Doncic against Simon. From downtown, Jaylen Brown with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league as a defender, I feel like the progression's been from shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat.
Shoot two.
And the first one drops. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 9 points. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got a great handle.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 15. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Intercepted. Now Detroit moving it up. Launches the three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Heat trail by 7. Doncic passes to Brown. Here's Grimes. Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Heat third.
Well, last year they were an excellent passing team. They want that to continue into this year.
Who's watching you?
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Williams. Using his size, Giannis.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Doncic kicks to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Now here's White. On the wing, Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside. The Heat trail by 6. Now Adebayo. 12 points for him. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's White. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williams, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring. And of course he was also top 5 in assists. With his court vision, one of the league's premier playmakers.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Heat. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Pistons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think #1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Heat trail by 6. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Brown wide open. He fires. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brown's got 7 points in the game. Outside, White. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Williams. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Brown. He has 7.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Gobert. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown against White, and here's Adebayo.
Well, Bam is so crafty inside. You never know when he's going up, and it leads to a foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
First free throw is good.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
And Adebayo drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Taurean Prince. Pistons have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Detroit, number 20, 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Adebayo. 14 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And that one misses.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
That one misses.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Oh, big time move by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Prince outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo is a challenging guy to guard, especially when he gets the ball in the paint.
Wide, a screen on Doncic. Three-pointer, clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 7.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Detroit with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown against White. And here's Gobert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now, here's Adebayo. And the basket is good. Adebayo's got 18 points in the game.
Well, give him credit. Offensively, Bam has been fighting hard, really taking it at the defense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Heat in second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Fires the three.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Pistons.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
For three. Kolek grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 7. Pass to Giannis.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jaylen Brown. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 19 points a game last year. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Free throw good. Giannis. Grayson Allen's checked in for Prince. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Heat trail by 8. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Outside, George. Shoots off the step back, and the jumper is good. George has got 10 points.
How many tough shots like that has George knocked down in his career? The list too long to remember.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 22. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tonight, he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
And a tough opening half for him in terms of his free throw shooting.
Free throw good. Giannis. Wells is checked in for the Heat. And both free throws good for Giannis. And Miami has possession. It's a 10-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. George, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
The 3 drills it from outside. 5 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Wells sets the pick for Allen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kolek. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Here's Ivicic. Hasn't made one yet. Simon's up top. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. The Heat trail by 10. George with the ball. He's got 10. Gafford is screen on Simon. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle, Coach.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
When I look at Miami, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
Giannis is an absolute freak, a Greek freak, if you want to be.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Grant Williams is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Brown. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Grimes in at the 2. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Brown the pass to Doncic. The kick out to Williams. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own.
Down low, White. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. White's got 5 now.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Pass to Adebayo. Now, here's Doncic. Missed inside.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Gobert with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Antetokounmpo through contact.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Doncic outside. Looking to get it going. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Giannis has got 28 points for the game. Doncic feeling it out. From 12 feet out. Rebound, Detroit. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pistons passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the lob and the setup and the slam by Giannis.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Back to Doncic. Gobert with the block.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
From the low block. Miami grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Adebayo with this screen on White. Grimes passes to Adebayo. And that one drops. He's got 20.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 2nd, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Gobert with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the 2nd half.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Back to Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
At the line for the Pistons, number 20.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat trail by 13. Back to Doncic. Brown outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To shoot from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Doncic finds Adebayo. The kick out to Brown. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got 12 in the game.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Wide, a screen on Doncic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Luka Doncic. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. He hits both from the stripe. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Grimes. A floater, and the rebound goes to the Pistons. And the layup's good off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Prince outside, and the Heat another three.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pistons, number 23.
And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So he gets them both. The Heat trail by 13. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Let's take a look at numbers for Paul George. Last season's performance for him, Put up about 13 points per, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. Ivicic pulls it in. Ivicic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Heat making a change here. Allen's checked in.
At the line for the Pistons, number 23, 1.
And so Allen will bring it up now for Miami. They trail by 16. Pass to Kolek. Outside for George. And it's off from 3-point range. The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. The 11-footer, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 6.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Prince, the pass to Allen. To end the run, pass to Gafford. 4 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. It's tipped. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Prince.
Well, the process was good. A solid look inside. Sometimes the basketball just doesn't go in.
And here's George for 3. And it's George again missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Heat have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Detroit making a switch here. Simons is checked in. And the Pistons with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking. And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Simons. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. That one goes. Count it. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Simons has got 13 points. The Heat trail by 15. Pass to Gafford. Here's Kolek, covered by Simons. Here's Kolek. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Rinse the screen. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The shot's good from Simons.
Well, it took Simons some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Pass to George. From past the arc. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Shot on the wing. Rebound, Detroit. Ivicic has got 6 rebounds in the game. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Outside, Simons. Launches a 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Ivicic pulls it in. Ivicic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The kick out to Simons. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Another shot. Misses at the rim. Outside, George to the paint. Shot's good by Gafford. Gafford's got 6.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Pistons. Antetokounmpo against Williams. Tries from 10. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Antetokounmpo's got 32 points. Now Doncic takes the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. To the inside. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Doncic. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons leading by 19 points. Six on the shot clock. Tries again. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Grimes. Outside Williams. Off target with his three.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Ivicic. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Williams against White. The three for Doncic. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he hits the jump shot. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's Adebayo. It's deflected. Outside White. Floats one. Good on the shot. And the Pistons lead by 20.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
Grimes passes to Brown. Inside. Here's Doncic. He sinks the 11-footer. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside White. To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Back to Doncic. Brown outside. Doncic outside. And Brown now atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Doncic missing.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Drains the three while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And so he hits both.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Outside Williams. Pass to Adebayo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
There's a guy who just stays active all the time. Bam Adebayo.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Adebayo drops them both. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Five on the clock. Blocked again.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And so Doncic will bring it up for Miami. Williams for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Giannis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in just the second half. Outside Williams. Brown outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Pass to Gobert. The Pistons working the ball around now. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Williams. Again, the Pistons score.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Doncic dishes to Williams. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. On the free throw, no good. He'd have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's George. Here's Golick. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. George against Antetokounmpo. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Brown against Beasley.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Gobert with a screen for White. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Wells. That's short off the rim. Detroit leading by 23. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That one misses. Excellent D there from George. And the Heat shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. The shot by Wells, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
And Beasley, here we go, misses the layup.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Adebayo with a screen on Antetokounmpo. On the wing, George, covered by Beasley. A beautiful reverse layup.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And Gobert kicks to Beasley. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Heat trail by 21. Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. On defense, Miami, trailing by 19. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
Doncic kicks to George. Doncic outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Brown inside. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Pistons. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Antetokounmpo's got 48.
And you can just see the improvement. Antetokounmpo looking more comfortable from deep every year.
He's all alone. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Detroit, number 23.
The first one falls. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Good on both. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Kolek. Can they get it? And it's George missing. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Pistons.
32 seconds left in the fourth. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the eight.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Antetokounmpo against George. Pass to Kolek. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Doncic. Ivicic pulls it in. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
And, you know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I care about is that we got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
All right, DA, thanks again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.